Hello everyone, and welcome to my solo RPG journal. Today we are playing Frostgrave. We're back at it again after a while with a new warband, a new wizard, to tackle the Vampire's Mansion, the solo campaign, 4 games long that I have set up, and playtest. No idea how it's going to go. Could go well, could go really badly. Maybe this will be fine for a first level party. Maybe this will be terrible for a first level party. Who knows? I might get wiped uh, on the first map here. So let's introduce our new wizard, Azal. Azal is a summoner. He is level 1. He has an apprentice, Enarim. I really like this model. I think that this model is newer than when I was last looking through the half demon models. Very cool model there. And with that, we're a summoner. I need to hit the refresh button on that. With a new spell list. So we have Leap, Plane Walk, and Summon Demon as our summoning spells. We have Heal, which is going to be very useful over a campaign game, 4-mission campaign thing. Animal Companion, which will probably also be useful as I lose members of my warband, assuming that I can cast. I should look to see if there are rules for casting before and after game spells that say that I can't cast them in the particular circumstances. But assuming I can cast that once every game, I might be able to get a warband member back. Steal Health is probably going to be useful. Enchant Weapon I've picked up as well, very specifically because I know that there are wraiths on this game, on this board, because they can be rather dangerous, as you can't harm them with normal weapons. It will also give me a bit of an edge fighting generally. And Destructive Sphere as an elemental spell. So I've got a straight up damage spell if anyone gets too close. So our warband, what am I doing? This one is made up of 2 archers, 2 men-at-arms, 2 thugs, and 2 thieves. For the moment, the first thing we have to do is, of course, roll the 4 game spells. And we did have summon animal companion. So just chuck that over there and bring up my, oh, that's a 1. My spell list. I need a 12. So casting that one for my wizard, even though I had the apprentice selected, you're casting for the wizard first. 1, not great. I think that you're not supposed to cut for before game spells, out of game spells. Maybe you can cut for out of game spells. I'm not sure how that works. So I at the same time, I'm not going to take a penalty for that. So the apprentice has to get a 14 on the die because the apprentice has minus. Okay, so we get 1 animal companion, which is going to be helpful. We're going to replace, because it does take up a. Ooh, let's check that. Yes, it does. Animal companions take up a slot. So let's find not a bed. I want a bear. Come on. Yes. And I don't need that anymore, but I do want to look at my stats for a bear. Bears have 14 health. +4 fight and a move of 6. Brilliant. So that is my Warband. So let's set up. We set up on this side of the board. I've also got a couple of demons, an imp and a lesser demon sitting down here ready to be summoned depending on how those rolls go. Now bears become part of your permanent Warband members, which means that I think that they take up Warband slots, which I believe kicks out that guy. So, looking at the board as it is, the objective is to get to this door and open it. When I do this, these statues, in fact, let me place, I've got these here to represent the, because these statues are part of the game board, can't really move them around, so I've got these ones here to represent the living armors, the medium constructs, and I've got small constructs here. They won't wake up until I open that door. I've got a treasure here guarded by 2 wraiths, and I've got these 3 crates, one of which has a treasure in, 2 of which have zombies in. So the question is, how do I want to array my forces? It's within 3 inches of here. Maybe the thing to do is to chuck a wizard, an apprentice down here. Along with both men-at-arms. Excuse me. And then we can move both men-at-arms and a thief. We'll have a thief over here, along with a bear and a thug. And our 2 archers will move to set up. So, bear, thug, thief, archers, ready, men-at-arms, and a thief also ready. And so we're ready to start turn 1. So our turn order is a little bit different because we're playing a solo game. There's only 1 warband, so we're going to go wizard phase, creature phase 1, which is for any creatures with a fight of +5 or greater, or a health of 20 or greater, which there aren't actually any on the board. But then we're going to have the apprentice phase, followed by creature phase 2, which is all other creatures, and then the soldier phase. So the creatures will actually go before the soldiers. So, on wizard phase 1, we are not going to group activate. We are instead going to look at our spell list, and we're either going to cast Enchant Weapon or Summon Demon. I think we're casting Enchant Weapon. Yep. Enchant weapon line of sight on this guy. So this will make his sword magical and give him +1 fight, assuming he's using that sword. I don't need that open anymore. So grab that. So I just need to roll a 12 in order to get the spell off. That's a 6. So I'm going to cut for 6, leaving me on 8 health in order to get that spell off. Turn 1. What did I call enchant weapon? And I cut for 6. Now just recording that because I can't remember how XP works, but it's spells cast. I don't remember if it's spells successfully cast or spells attempted to cast, or if empowering spells, that's officially empowering spells. I got cutting from, is it the gorilla? Oh god, what was his name? There's a Canadian guy that or a bunch of Canadian guys that play war games put them on YouTube, and I can't remember his name. Yeah, cutting for 6. So I'm not sure if that counts for XP, but we're doing that. And this guy, let me just color his base. We're gonna color your base light blue to say that you have an enchanted weapon. And then we are moving our wizard 6 inches down the way. It's in creature phase 1, but we don't have any creatures. So it's the apprentice phase. And he's going to do the same thing. So he is also casting that spell, enchant weapon, needing a 12, but he gets -2 to his spell casting roll. 8, so that's a 6. So he also is going to cut for 6. In order to get this guy, not size, an enchanted weapon. And then he too, is going to move 6 inches in through here. And now we have the creature phase. So, creatures on the board are our 2 Wraiths. Now, they have a special rule just for them. They guard this treasure. They will not move if they're not in combat. They will not move outside of 3 inches of that treasure. And as we can see, our spellcasters are outside of 3 inches of them. If they were directly beneath, they might actually go down through the ground. But no, they're not. So we are now needing to look at our other creatures. We have a bunch of sleeping constructs who won't be woken up until the door is opened. And we have some zombies hidden in some crates who won't move until those crates are opened. So we are now into our soldier phase. So I may as well just go down the line. There's nothing to get me to do anything else. I don't have to. So this guy has a move of 6, so 2. And this would be 6. And then his second activation, he's able to move to here. Actually, be able to move, yeah, to here. We then have a thief with a move of 7. So he's well able to get up here and into these cracks here. And this guy has a move of 6, and considering what we saw from the other thing, he's going to be able to get in here. So what I've done is I've surrounded this crate here so that when this guy opens the crate on the beginning of his next turn, he's going to put whatever he finds in this spot, be it a treasure or a zombie. Now, we have this guy here going 3.2. Oh, do you move double to climb? I can't remember if you move double to climb or not. Yes, it can be climbed at half of its rate. So I've already moved 3. So that's not going to allow me. I need another. I can't do that this turn, but I can move to here. And then sort of get around here. Or maybe where I want to go is this way. And this guy, 3.5, 2.5. Yeah, his goal is going to be to get up to this one, whereas this guy's going to run up here so that he's got a good view of up there. Awesome. And now we've got these 3 here. Let's move our thief first. 3.5, followed by another 3.5 because he has a movement of 7, and then another 3.5 for his second action. This knight is going to go 6 and then 3 man-at-arms, rather. Sorry, 3.1. Whoops. 2.9. He'll just end behind this guy. And that is turn 1. So I have a fancy little clock to mark off the number of turns that we have taken so far. When this clock fills up, the scenario will start to get harder, as we will start to see these guys coming in. It should be like this. Like this. Yeah. We will start to see more enemies start patrolling the grounds as the sun goes down. So, wizard phase on turn 2. Our wizard is harmed. He's almost at half health. So he's going to cast heal on himself, which is an ability of his. If I find the spell list. So he has heal for the target of 12. So let's see if we can roll a 12. 13. I can cut for 1 to get... I don't need to cut for 1. What am I talking about? That just succeeds. And heal, I believe, heals 5. Yeah, 5. I've lost my spells. Heal. This spell restores up to 5 points of lost health to a target within 6 inches. Almost full health. So on turn 2, we Heal. No problems. Now, what other damage? I'm just thinking, is there any point in following our troops up there? Steel health would do magic damage, right? So the wraiths are immune to normal damage. Yes, steel health would work. It would be slow, but it would work. So there is a point in us following. But I'm not going to be able to move. Oh no. 6 inches. Brilliant. Now I've left this up because we have worked out that nothing happens in creature phase 1. So we're just going to cast heal again. Now this is not as good. This is an 8, so I have to cut for 4 to heal 5 damage, which means I only heal 1 damage. But 1 is better than none. That is unlucky. However, it does mean to cut 4. It's not gonna matter how much I cut 4, but I did. Okay. And now he is also just gonna chuck him in here. That's close enough. I feel like he actually wouldn't have gotten away with it, but these guys are all about to clear out as well, and if you... Yeah, overlapping bases, we'll just deal with it. Now it is our creature phase 2. These guys are the only active creatures on the board, and there is nothing within 3 inches, so we are just moving straight into the soldier phase. And since we're over here, we may as well start over here. So this guy is going to 2.5, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. What, 10.5? That's his movement, 10.5. Followed by this guy who's going to go 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. And this guy who's essentially just going to get right up behind him. And they are still further 3 inches away from, more than 3 inches away from that treasure. So the Wraiths aren't going to do anything. And maybe that's maybe I need to rewrite those rules. Maybe these Wraiths should attack anything on the first floor here. Something to think about. But now they've all been activated. This guy's going to spend 4... Come on, up you get. 4 inches. He's just going to sort of get to here and chill. Yeah, no, he can't really see through there. This guy is going to run up here and chill because he can't climb that this turn. What are we doing? Here we go. In here, this guy is using his movement action to open this crate. So, how does this work? We have 3 possible options. We have 2 zombies or a treasure. So on a 1d3, which is a d6 halved, so on a 5 or a 6, we get a treasure. If not, we get a zombie. That is a zombie. So the zombie is going to appear here. And he's going to go, all right, well, that's a zombie in there instead, so I'm going to attack it. He is a thug. A thug has a fight of +2. He also has 2 adjacent friendlies for a +4, so he has +6 to his attack. Or a fight of +6, which is good. That's a 13. The zombie, however, what does a zombie get? Is like a +1, maybe? Yeah, +1. So can my zombie beat a 13? No, it cannot. It does, however, have an armor of 12, so it's only going to take... I've done that the wrong way. It's only going to take 1 damage, so it's going to have 5 health left. Oh, dear. However, that said, we've got 2 things left, one of which is a bear. That bear has a fight of 4 and gets +4 from its 2 friendlies that it's in this fight with, so it has a +8 to its fight. Let's see who can win, a bear or a zombie. So rolling for the bear, +8, 20. Rolling for the zombie, +1, 7. I'm just going to take the zombie off the board because it is dead. The bear now gets to take a movement action. It was 2.4. 3.6. That would be 6 there. We know that this chest is now empty. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3 and a half. Okay, so setting up to open the next crate on the following turn. And that actually brings us to the end of round 2. So let me tick over the clock as we get 1 turn closer to all hell breaking loose as we move to turn 3. So, coming back around to our wizards for the beginning of turn 1. Wizard turn 1. We're not going to see any group activations. I mean, I could group activate with this guy, I guess. This guy's got a health of 7. You've got a health of... all right. I'm going to cast Control... Not Control Demon. Summon Demon. I need a 12 to get that to work. And it will summon a demon. And hopefully I get higher than a 12, because that will determine what kind of demon I get. So, let's see how we go. 18! Okay, that's good. Summon Demon. The type of demon summoned depends on the amount by which the spellcaster succeeded on their casting roll. 0 to 5 is an imp, 6 to 12 is a minor demon, and 13 plus is a major demon. So, what did I get? 18? I think. Yes. That's a difference of 6. So that is exactly what I needed for a minor demon, which I had over here. This sexy model. This sexy model here. So we're going to get... It's really not sexy. It's ugly as shit. Ugly as sin. Look at him. Anyway, he's going to start there. Now let's have a look at his stats. He is a minor demon. The only note I've got for him is demon, but he's got a fighter +3 and an armor of 11 and a health of 12. Yes. Let's see if I can find the demon. What is a demon? All attacks made by this creature count as magical attacks. This creature is immune to poison. Ooh, okay. If everything it does is counts as a magical attack, then that is brilliant. Because we're actually... I made a mistake. I should have moved first so that he was 6 inches up here, but that's not going to happen. That's okay. We will, however, charge... like 6 inches up here. Ready for the next turn. Now, we've gone over this a couple of times. Creature to phase 1, nothing happens. But this guy here, instead of casting Heal on himself again and failing, he's going to cast Leap. So as to get this guy in with the fighting the Wraiths sooner. So Leap on an 8. 17, no worries. I wish I had have cast the another summon demon, but that's okay. He's going to move in a straight... Ooh. It's up to 10 inches in a straight line or an arc, so I can probably get him to like here. As he goes up, he leaps up here, jumps up this way, and gets in here. And we're also going to move you up to here. All right, move him back a little bit. There we go. And now it's a creature turn. And again, the only creatures on the board at this moment in time are these guys. And they're not going to move outside of 3 inches of that treasure. So they're not moving at all. And it's up to us to start activating. So first things first, this demon is just going to charge in and attack. Oh, let's get rid of the spell list. And look at our minor demon. Fight +3. So let's just roll that. So 15. And the Wraith is going to counter that with its own fight of +2. Oh, that's a 20. So he's going to win. Energy Drain, Ethereal, immune to normal weapons, magic attack, and undead. So his attacks are magical. He is undead. Let me just find the Wraith. Here we go. So, Energy Drain. The creature deals double damage in combat. Undead and constructs are immune to this extra damage and just take the standard amount. Oh, fuck. So the demon is actually going to take double damage. All attacks made by this creature count as magical attacks. The creature is immune to poison. Demons can pick up and carry treasure tokens but have no item slots. Okay, ethereal flying. So ethereal is just can move through terrain. Immune to normal weapons isn't really relevant. Magic attack, I'm guessing, just means all any attack made is count as magical. And undead creature is immune to poison, never counts as wounded. Undead creatures can pick up and carry treasure tokens but have no item slots. So, dealing double damage, I assume that is you work out what the damage is, and then let me just check this. So I'm assuming that you work out what the damage is, and then you work out. I'm looking through. Where is combat? Creature actions. Canceling spells. Found it. So it is in fact the damage worked out after armor that you double. So 20 minus the Wraiths, the minor demons armor is 9, so he's going to take 18 damage and just come straight off the table. Oh shit. Yeah, so these guys are bad news. All right. This guy's charging in, and he's gonna have a go at the Wraith. He is a man at arms. So he has a fight of +3. 15. And the Wraith, which has a fight of +2. Also 15. From memory, on the same number, if they're equal, on a draw, then both do damage. So the man-at-arms has 12 armor, so he's going to take 6 damage. And they stay locked in combat. And the creature, the Wraith, has 10 armor, so it's going to take 5 damage and have 1 health remaining. Because this guy, the man-at-arms, just has this normal hand weapon, right? Yeah, just a normal hand weapon. So he's got 1 health remaining. We're getting there, which is lucky because oh my god. Man-at-arms 2 is going to, yeah, he's gonna get into a fight with this guy here. This guy would snap in a little bit. I'm not going to be really precise about the movement rule there because I think that, but I'm pretty sure it's fine. And we're going to straight up attack him. So again, same fight, +3. Okay, 14 versus +2. 10. Okay, so the man-at-arms is going to win. The Wraith has an armor of 10. That was a 14, yeah? Yeah, 14. So 4 damage to this Wraith, bringing it down to 2 health. Oh dear. Now the thief, I think, is going to be a little bit cheeky. No, I don't think he can move in at all. No, he can't move in, but he's going to get into this combat. But he's not going to attack. But he is now in the combat, and the reason for that is on the Wraith's turn, which will be before the soldier's next turn. If it's still alive, it will attack the soldier guy. This will give him the man-at-arms. The thief will give him a +2 bonus to his fight. I know that because the creatures will always attack the creature with the lowest health, which is going to be the man-at-arms. So that will put the odds in my favor a little bit on the next turn. Now, we have a bit of a question about how to deal with this fight here. I think I'm just going to open it. I'm going to use my thing to open this crate. Living on the edge. So we either get a zombie or a oh, hang on. Let me turn this off. We're either going to get a zombie or we're going to get a treasure. The treasure will come up on a 3 or a 4. It's a 3. It's a treasure. Awesome. We can stop looking. In that case, I can't remember if I'm allowed to pick up the treasure or not. I'm going to pick up the treasure. You have picked up the treasure, and hopefully that's how the rules work. I can't remember if you have to use your main movement to pick up a treasure or not, but it is an action to pick up the treasure, so no more movement will happen this turn from his perspective. However, this guy is going to get up here and turn around. This bear is going to move 2 here. He has a movement of 6, so he's going to move 4 here. And then he's going to move and take a second move action and move another 3 there. This thug is going to move 1 inch of 6, 4 inches of 6, 6 inches. Take a second move action and move 3 in this direction. Our archers are sitting up here quite happily. And that is all of the soldier activations, leading us into round 4. But first, we have half filled the clock. When this clock fills up, we get to fight some more skeletons. So, time for round 4. Okay, so Wizards phase, straight up. We will move just to here. And we're going to cast... Is it self... What was it? Steal life? What's the spell? Why am I looking through my book? I've got this handy overlay that tells me what my spells are. Why am I not just using that? Steal health. Steal health. There we go. So on a roll of a 12, I will cause the target to lose 3 health, and the spellcaster will gain 3 health. The spellcaster gains 3 health even if the target had less than 3 health. It may not take the spellcaster above their starting health. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs. Fuck, it won't work. A spellcast may target a member of their own warband. If they do, however, the target immediately and permanently leaves the warband and is treated as an uncontrollable creature for the rest of the game. Yeah, okay. Steal Health is not a great spell to have in this scenario then. Pity I took it as one of my starting spells. So, not Steal Health. Destructive Sphere won't work. Okay, I'm going to cast Heal on this guy. That is probably the best thing to do. So, Heal goes off on a 12. 14. This guy gets 5 health back for 11 health. Ooh. I stopped taking notes. Turn 3. Turn 4. Heal. Turn 3, what did I cast? Summon Demon. And Leap. I could have cast Summon Demon again, I guess. So, creature phase 1, nothing happens. No creatures are available to act on that. So, apprentice phase, he's going to cast Heal on himself. Okay, I've got a table for this. Failing cast by 1 to 4, you take no damage. Failing a cast by 5 to 9, you take 1 damage. So 1 to 4 is no damage. So that's a 5. I think I'm just going to take the 1 damage. It's not failing by more than 10. Because I needed a 12. So, he's going to take 1 damage, going to 6. And he failed to cast Heal. Yeah, he's not doing too good at that. That's really unfortunate. So we now get to the creature phase. This creature, I think I'm supposed to go this creature first because it has more health. So it will attack this creature because it is in combat with it and doesn't have a choice of who to go after. So that's 1 versus 1. So we are looking at a Wraith. Did I not just turn the Wraith on? Wraith, here we go. So Wraith plus 2. 16. 16 against the Man-at-Arms. Fight plus 3. Okay, 16. So he's going to take 4, 8 damage. 4 damage, doubled to 8. So he is on 4 health left. And this guy is going to attack this one now. So this is this Wraith attacking. So that's a 14. Now the Man-at-Arms, however, he has plus 5 because he's got this guy backing him up. That's not going to help him though with a terrible roll like that. So what did I roll with the other one? 14 against his armor of 12. He will take 4 damage. Is that 8? Is that 7 health left? And it is now the soldiers' turns. So we may as well get this combat over and done with. So he's this man at arms is going at the Wraith with his thief buddy. Oh no. Oh no, that's a 9. And the Wraith please roll low. I don't. Oh no. 9 and 11. Still higher. He doesn't penetrate his armor though, which is lucky. So this guy is now going to go at the Wraith with a 17. So that's a 20. And then the Wraith. The Wraith has a +2. 16, 18. But that doesn't beat a 20. So he's just going to come off the board now. And this guy is going to snap in here to continue fighting this other Wraith. Oh my god. This guy is not. We're just not going to activate him because I don't want him to actually fight a creature he can't damage. Because if I roll bad, he will take damage. So our other guys. God, do I look at opening the door yet? I feel like opening the door this next turn is a bad idea, but I'm running out of turns. So the bear is going to come up here and stand next to this construct because I know how the game works. This guy is going to come and stand next to this construct again because I know how the game works. Actually, no, I'm going to get him to stand with the bear. We'll take down the large construct first. This guy only moves half, so he's going to move 3.5 because he's carrying a treasure. And then he's going to double move. So 3.5 becomes 1.75, which it's not going to tell me to that. So, but that will do. So he's going to get a little bit closer to that door. And that is all of the creatures I wish to activate for the moment. So I think we're going to go ahead and fill in another section of the clock before going on to turn 5. So the first thing on turn 5 to look at are our wizards. Let's turn the creature overlay off and look at my spell overlay. So I can cast heal. Heal is probably good. I don't really want to lose either of these guys. I have to heal this guy because this guy will get attacked. So this guy, the wizard is going to cast heal on this guy here. He is within 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can actually do that. So casting heal on a 12. Oh, I'm going to cut for 6. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm cutting for 6. Yeah, because this guy, I really do not want to lose these guys. We're gonna cast heal on. So this guy's got 9, and this guy's got 7. We better cast heal on the guy with 7 as well with the apprentice. So 12 to get it off, but he's got -2 to the roll, so it's effectively a 16 on the dice. A 14 on the dice. 9. So 9 is 5 away. So it's actually 7. 7 is 5 away from 12. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 7 is 5 away from 12. So we're going to cut for 5 to get this spell off. To get this guy back to full health. So he's not going to get attacked, and we're not going to lose him. This guy, we could still lose because this guy the Wraith could still do 9 points of damage easy, but it's a little bit harder to see. And I'm going to retreat this guy down here. That was 3.7. That should be 6 there. Yeah, no more spell casting for him. So turn 5, where we've got heal and both. Do you have to cut? Yeah, you did. I think we cut on both. Okay, so Wraith's turn. The Wraith is going to. Let's turn this off and grab this. There we go. Wraith, you are going to attack this man at arms with a +2. Okay, so that's 11. Now the man at arms, however, he's now got 2 allies in combat with him, bringing his fight up to +7. So let's just grab another dice. That's a 20. Oh, thank God, that's a 20. I was looking at the physical die and I could only see the 1. I couldn't see the 13. I was thinking that was a 1 and that was it was all over, but no. That is a 20. So that will win. That will beat the Wraith's armor by 10, I believe. By 10, yeah? Yeah. And the Wraith will take 10 damage and is done. Oh, thank God. And then it's the soldier phase, and that was the creature phase. So we're good. We can start just activating our guys. So this guy's going to come over here and pick up the treasure, and that's going to be his 2 activations. This guy is going to run 5, 6, and then another 3. This guy is going to run. Ooh. I feel like. Yeah, that was giving me the bloody layer above, which doesn't actually exist. 6 and 3. Good. Good. You will move 3.5. And then 1.5. 1.7. And then that's it, because these guys are quite happy where they are. That guy's activated. My archers are happy where they are. And so now we move on to, oh dear, turn 6. Now, this is not a particularly good place to be in, because at the end of turn 6, we're going to start to see it get a little bit darker. And these creatures these skeletons will start joining the fight. Not to mention the fact that we're going to have to do something very quickly with these gargoyles. But the worst part is that the second clock immediately starts filling up. And that second clock, well, that is when we basically we're on the second board. That's the clock from the second board. When the second clock fills up, the vampire will awaken and everything will get a lot more difficult. So, I'm not sure what we'll do, if we'll end the video at the end of this turn and then pick up for another video, no matter at what point we are at, or if we'll finish the game. We might finish the game, because we're supposed to get off and do the end of game stuff. Yeah, no, there's a clear delineation between missions and games in this, so that's what we will do. So, the first thing to do is to move my wizard down here somewhere. He's not going to get any further than these guys, but he now has line of sight to my apprentice, who has 1 health. So he's going to heal my apprentice, which we have gone over this a number of times. I need to roll a 12 to get this spell off, which I have no problems doing. So my apprentice goes back up to 6 health. The biggest thing will be at the end of the game, I will get to level up and make that spell easier to cast, because apparently it is clutch. Now on my apprentice's turn, we are going to move 6. Let's hide all of this. Oh. He's going into a dead end. That's not useful. Yep, 3. And then he is going to cast Summon Demon, because I have a feeling we're going to need the extra troops a little bit more than he needs his health. That, and I keep failing that. So yeah, 17. Here we go. Summon Demon. I rolled brilliantly. Summon Demon. That's a 15, because it's important that it's -2 to the spellcasting roll of the apprentice. 15, which beats the summon demon target number by 3. So we only summon an imp. A little imp. But that's okay. An imp is still an imp. An imp is still an extra model. We then go into the creature turn, but there are no active creatures on the board yet. So we're going to come straight into our soldier turn. So imps, I think, have a move of 6. Let's check that. I don't need the Wraith stat anymore. Imps have a move of 6. So they can move 6 and 3. Our men-at-arms also move 6. Nope, not you. I guess you're not getting any further there. We have a thief. Gets to move 3.5. And then 1.7. I might actually jump him off the ledge there, because that's going to take a long time to come around. And if he has to take some falling damage, he might have to take some falling damage. Ooh, here we go. Turn 6, I cast Heal and Summon Demon. Okay, we have a Thief moving 3.5. And you're going to move into this combat as well. Into this eventual combat. Or is he actually going... Because someone has to get to that door. 3.5. 1.7. He's within an inch of the door. He is a thief. And yeah, I think we're ready to move in. The bear and the thug are just going to stay where they are, ready. And I think I've activated all other soldiers. I think my turns have been fairly short because there's been none of the creatures are active. So let's read what I wrote about this door. The door to the manor is guarded by several stone statues and gargoyles. The gargoyles are just inanimate statues until the player attempts to open the door. 2 should be placed within 1 inch of the doors, and the other 4 should be placed around the courtyard, further than 3 inches from each other. If you have a large enough feature, like a fountain, it might help to put them around it. The player can destroy the door by dealing 10 damage, or they can open it by sending an attack action to break the lock with a d20 roll above a 10. To make the check to open the lock, the model must be in base contact with the door. It is not within base contact. There should be 6 statues. When the door is attacked, the 6 statues become active. So I've written when the door is attacked. So when the door is opened, do they not come up? At which point we can just get straight out through the door. Yeah, I think we're leaving that there for the moment. And this is the end of turn 6. This tick happens, and we are now in the danger zone. I'm going to apply this. It's gotten a little bit later in the night. The sun is further down, and well, it's not going particularly well for us as it's time for more units to start spawning.